You can come and ask myself, 2D, or any of the Ann Arbor skaters that are not currently skating if you have no idea what is going on. That's just fine. If you see the yellow line, the yellow tape that says caution going all the way around, please no one under 18 sit there. It is the splash zone, as we'll call it. So you may get a roller derby player in your lap. It is for your safety. When the whistle blows in the final whistle of the game, there is an orange tape mark on the trap. It's the first one. Please do not approach it until we give the all clear. NSOs need to tally up all of their points and make sure that, yeah, we for sure are good to go. Any other questions? Feel free to ask. Oh, also, you do not have to duck when you walk past Tootie and I. We can see. It's okay. Don't hurt yourself. We have a food truck in the parking lot. It's called Amazing Dogs. Go check them out. And there's also Poppin' Boba Tea over here inside next to the merch booth. So enjoy your time. Anything else?
Are we ready for some lineups here? Can we start out with the visiting team?
No, not yet. They're not ready.
No?
We have to wait until they say we're
wait
ready.
for what?
Yeah, we're just ahead of schedule this year.
Oh, we're ahead of schedule. Kill time and sing songs?
Yeah.
What should we sing?
What you got?
I don't know.
The only song that's stuck in my head is Espresso.
Come on down.
No.
Fast Tootie's Furniture Liquidator.
No, see me, it's thinking about me, baby, I know it's set me espresso. That's the only one I got.
Okay. Clock strikes.
Either that
upon
or
the
it's
hour,
BBL
and the sun
Drizzy,
begins to fade.
BBL Drizzy. Ooh. That's the only one I got.
That's another one? That's a lovely one. You know I know how to make them stop and stare as I... Sure, we are ready to go, rocking and firing.
All right, let's do this. All right, Ann Arbor, welcome back. For real this time, let's get the energy going. Let me hear you, crowd. Ooh, I love that. First game of the night tonight, we have Ann Arbor Roller Derby versus Ohio Gang Green. I'm gonna be honest, I am an Ohio fan since I live there now, so go Ohio. All right, first up, we're gonna announce Ohio Gang Green. First up, we have number 1018, Bruiser. Number 1371, Frida Kilo. 237, Valkyrie. 27, Honey Badger. 314, Pound Cake. 330, Slam Bee. 420, Blaze It. 5, Foxy Force. Number 52, Hardcore. 671, Rough Edges. Number 7, Ruth Bader, Painsburg. Number 8612, Rika. 89, Peach Roulette. And 914, Chicken Scratch, who is your captain of the evening. The bench staff for Ohio Roller Derby Gang Green is Juice, Cloverkill, and Slamazon Prime.
And representing your Ann Arbor Roller Derby tonight, we have number 05, Skater Boy. 125, it's Murda by proxy. Number 15, Chorus Lane. 16, Derive. 179, Sid Monster. Number 18, None of Your Business. 22, Madracula. Number 6, Eleanor Roosevelt. Number 66, Crush. Number 71, Fresh AF. Number 74, Raptor. Number 75, Leslie Ope. Number 800, Terminator. Number 815, Muffin Top. And number 9 for Biohazard. Your bench staff is Hammer, Betty Lockdown, and Jenny No. Your Ann Arbor Roller Derby.
And of course, no roller derby game would be happening without our skating officials and non-skating officials. Reffing this game, we have Boz Kitty, Busta, Dartmer's Daughter, Dietz, Rob Anybody, Splat-Chested, and Technical Difficulty. Our NSOs representing our Big Tails, Blue-Eyed Bruiser, Box Fox, Concerto, Dom Sawyer, Feline Assault, Geo Knitter, Seam Ripper, Smarty Plants, and Stabby. Thank you to our volunteers. Without you, we could not have roller derby.
Woohoo! Coming out to the middle, the black and white stripes of vertical variety. Falling into positions. Hands are going to be going up. Whistles will be blown shortly. It's been such a long time.
I've missed you.
I've missed you. I've missed all of you so much.
I just don't miss Burr Park's heat. But what are we going to do?
Ohio knows their game plan, quick on the track, arriving now. Ann Arbor looking to jam, it looks like number 05, Adrian Skater Boy. And jamming for Ohio, 1018, Bruiser.
And with that whistle, we're getting ready to start our first jam of the night.
Quick off, 101, 8, oh, and 105.
Skater Boy is our lead jammer from Ann Arbor Roller Derby. Ohio jammer has that helmet cover off. Pivot is in the back and is expecting to take the impact of Skater Boy, but he's scooting around on the outside, looks back. Bench says keep it going. That's 4 points on the board for Ann Arbor.
Oop.
Chorus Lane and Murder by Proxy doing an excellent job.
Right now.
But it's 314
through
Pound
the outside.
Cake out with the star pass.
Big 4 in the sky, calling it off. Let's see, any points for White? Oh, not quite. Checked back. Great discipline, calling it off right in time. You want to put the points up. You don't want them to put any up. That is the control of lead jammer. 8-0 right now. Ann Arbor, 8. Ohio Gangrene yet to get on the board. Let's see who's up now.
Oh, jamming for Ann Arbor, we have 74, a Raptor. And that looks like rough edges for Ohio. Raptor up at the front, battling a 4-pack of Ohio blockers. Ann Arbor doing excellent at keeping that jammer in the back. And your lead jammer is Raptor from Ann Arbor. Whistle blows, looks like someone's going to the box for a direction penalty. Star Stash was
Ohio
perfect.
out.
And Ohio jammer Rough Edges is out and eligible to score points. Raptors looking at our bench, waiting for
4
Betty.
points.
And it was told to call.
Little bit of a late bump, no harm, no foul. Right after the whistle, looks like 0-0 being put up in the sky. Now look, that is still an additional 4 points for Ann Arbor. On the previous time, they went around. So 12-0 right now, Ann Arbor, but no additional points.
Up to the jammer line for Ann Arbor is None of Your Business. And for Ohio, it's number 89, Peach Roulette. Whistle blows, Nutter and Peach hit the back of the pack. Ohio doing an excellent job of having that wall in the back, but Nutter is breaking them up and pushing them forward. That's Eleanor Roosevelt on the inside line for Ann Arbor, bumping that Ohio jammer back.
Bridging well. 2-3-7, effectively keeping her blockers engaged. That's Cree.
Opus back in from the penalty box, ready to play some offense for her jammer.
Ooh.
Quick little tumble at the front of the
with a
pack
great
allows
call.
him to reset. That Ohio jammer trying to take the outside line, but that's Muffin Top keeping them back. In the front, Ohio seems to have caught their stride, but not enough. Leslie, forearm penalty,
man.
and that's none
a
of your
forearm call,
business.
but boy, did they keep them in.
Unfortunately for that Ohio jammer, she cannot pass a star, but that is okay because Peach is out and ready to score points. None of your business. Looking for some offense. Beautiful from Murder in the inside, picking up an easy 4 points for Ann Arbor
Good
roller
four
derby.
in the sky, right to end the jam, nice and quick. I gotta say, sometimes it gets long and grueling. They barely even get out. I watched Cree just holding her whole team together, keeping them engaged, fully not making it around for at least a minute, I think. They didn't even make it through the turn 2. Up on the track right now, Bruiser up against.
That's Sid
That's
Monster
it.
on the
And
inside
that's
line.
it.
Easy lead jammer. Oh, that Ohio jammer is almost through. That's Bruiser. Whistle's gonna blow. Someone's going to the box for a penalty. It looks like a possible high block, and it's another Ohio blocker. And Bruiser is through the pack, up for a scoring. Sid is fighting against number 5 in the front. That was Foxy Forrest with that last-minute defense. She picked up another 4 points for Ann Arbor, bringing their total up to 20-0 at 25 and 25 of the first half.
Ohio still finding their grounding, but they are still always getting out. They are still forcing a call off. It just seems like they're finding their groove, pushing their way through. Give it a couple jams, they'll be popping through first. Can't wait. Up the line, 05, Adrian, and 7-1, Frida-Killo. Oh, 6-7-1, my bad. That's rough.
Inside, Rough Edges is still trying to work her way through the pack. Skater Boy through, picking up another 4
big
points
drop
for Ann
by
Arbor.
Murda.
Ruff has the
Still
jammer
stuck.
cover in her hand, working through, made it to the outside. Not your lead, but is eligible to score points. Skater Boy is going to chase him down.
Looking
Looks to
back
the
for
bench.
signal.
Gives a call off.
Big pop and slam. Number 125, it's Murda. Power blocker moment. Power blocker moment. I need a sampler. Nah, once is enough for my voice. We don't need to play it over and over again. Up on the track, number 89, Peach. And
That's Raptor jamming for Ann
oh,
Arbor.
there we go, it's Raptor all the way around.
Both jammers doing great at keeping those feet moving and pushing the pack, but it's Raptor sneaking to the outside.
Well,
A beautiful hop, and she is your lead jammer.
It's Rika, caught the star pass. Yep.
Fresh AF trying to keep that helmet cover from being passed to that pivot, but that's Rika, who is now your jammer for Ohio. Raptor swoops around the inside, is looking to the bench, and calls off the jam before Ohio can score any points. 4 more points to Ann Arbor.
First star pass of the evening goes off seemingly smoothingly. Sometimes that's what you have to do to either get out and make some points happen or at least stop the hemorrhaging. Up on the track now, 1018 Bruiser versus 18 Nutter Your Business.
Nutter tries to squeak through the inside. However, their own team stops him. And we have our
Lead
first
jammer,
lead jammer
Bruiser.
from Ohio this game. Nutter stuck in the
Nutter
front
stuck.
behind that Ohio pivot, gets through on the
Nutter up.
inside.
Oh,
Bruiser
coming in
comes
big.
in hard, bumping
Big
Bruiser
smash
out
slam.
of the
Murder's
way.
not having it.
But it's murdered by
Quick call
Proxy
off
that
the
knocks him to the
inside.
inside, picking up 3
Woo,
points.
Bruiser coming in hot. Turn 1, entered the pack with a smack. Loving it.
That's 3 points for Ohio, the first points of the game for them. Let's hear it, Ohio.
Ohio's on the board.
Our current score is 32 Ann Arbor, 3 Ohio, Gang Green with 22 minutes left in this half.
Up on the track, jamming for Ohio is Rough. And for Ann Arbor, Sid Monster.
That's Rough as a lead jammer for Ohio. That's
2 in a row. Lead jammer, Ohio.
Beautiful
Quick star pass
from Ann Arbor. That's Arnie coming in hot.
Your new
Let's see
jammer
how
is
many points can
Terminator
Ruff
for
pull up.
Ann
Maybe
Arbor.
1,
Quick
2.
call.
2 points for Ohio.
Excellently timed call off for another 2 points on the board, just as that new jammer was about to score on their own. Excellent timing and precision, as I so wonderfully and luckily predicted. Little bit to warm up, and look who's up on the board. And look who's up on the track. It's Peach against Adrian.
That's Skater Boy jamming for Ann Arbor and Peach Roulette for Ohio. Both jammers are taking their time. We haven't even made it to the pivot line yet. Peach going down in the back, popping up, trying to get around Murder by Proxy. That looks like Cora Slane and
All
Muffin
the way
Toppler.
back, says Cake.
Skater Boy brought to the back by Pound Cake from Ohio, but he's working on pushing the Ohio forward. No pack is called. Penalty is called. Skater Boy is your lead jammer for Ann Arbor. Beautiful star pass by Ohio, and that pivot is out. Skater Boy jumping through from the signal from the bench. They're saying, keep it moving. Ann Arbor has 1 blocker in the box. That leaves 3 to defend the points. That's Murder by Proxy, Cora Slam, and Muffin Top. Bit of a pile up. Skater Boy is back, ready to score points. Beautiful deflection. Another 4 points for Ann Arbor roller derby.
Another 4 points, Ann Arbor. Still stuck. Cake. Pushing, grinding, grueling through the back. Rough Ann Arbor defense to contend with. Adrian out once again. 4 more in the sky. Right up in the front. Is she coming out now? There it is. Pound Cake finally out. 4 points in the sky.
That was a hard-earned 4 points by Pound Cake. Ann Arbor was not willing to either let their points go or to let them get it. Skater Boy sneaking by on the outside, picking up another 4 points for Ann Arbor. Pound Cake able to pick up 1 more point for Ohio.
Woo!
Current score is 48 Ann Arbor, 10 Ohio, Gang Green, 19 minutes left in the first half.
Rough and grueling. Pass it off. Can't get out, but finally another 4 points for Ohio. Up in the track, we got Raptor versus Bruiser. Whistles off. Both stuck in the middle. Oh, quick step. And out in front, Ann Arbor, number 74, Raptor. Still stuck in the pack.
In the pack, the helmet cover is off. Bruiser is looking for a pivot to pass, but the pivot is busy in the back, trying to stop Raptor from sneaking through and scoring points. Who's that? 1, 2. Ohio on the second lap is doing an excellent job of holding Raptor back as she has to fight her way through for every point. Squeaking through on the inside, that was a hard-earned 4 points for Ann Arbor.
4 points.
Ooh, a huge hit from Dracula, taking down that Ohio jammer. Rika, the pivot, is still in the back. Busy, cannot help, sorry about it. Raptor through for another 4 points. Who is that, my goodness?
Frustrating and pushing. Looks like Bruiser just barely made it.
Almost through, and yes, big hit on the outside from Ann Arbor, stopping that jammer, and attempted.
Ruined all such hopes. Big cut for a call from the outside.
But we are
Referee
now on a power jam. We have 40 minutes left, or 40 seconds left in this jam. That gives Ann Arbor really a chance to get a lot of points.
Way up in front, Foxy trying to keep in bounds.
Raptor out with 4 easy points for Ann Arbor. Giving the signal, Ann Arbor's ready to play some delicious offense. Here's a push.
Another attack.
Fresh AF with the push, trying to get it stirred up. Raptor calls off the jam with their jammers standing in the box.
Effective time management. Calling it off just as the other jammer is standing, meaning they're on their way out of the penalty box. Sometimes it can be a bit of an advantage just to get into the pack first. Sometimes it can be an advantage to sneak in from the penalty box. We'll have to see in about 5, 4, 3, 6, 14.
Official timeout called by
I'm
officials.
sorry, all of my terrible numbers made an official timeout happen. I am the worst. Oh,
I was like, you
so
called
my
that into
deepest
action.
apologies.
That was all you.
They're gonna have to fix the clock now. Look at them. They don't know who's. So technical difficulty right now is sending. Oh, okay. Yep, they're all discussing about how terrible the clock is now because 2D Tin Whistle couldn't keep his mouth shut and started counting down too early. Oh, they all gotta have water now to make sure that the clock is. I don't understand. It's an official timeout. Do we have any sponsors?
Not today. Ann Arbor, how we doing out there? That was quite pitiful. How are we doing, Ann Arbor? That was much better. If you are hot and sweaty, you can go inside. There's also showers in the bathroom if you need to like rinse your arms off to cool yourself down. Please do that. Do not overheat. Be kind to your body. I know we are. Whistle is back on. That is Nutter Your Business, and she is going to be the only jammer on the track for a brief moment while that Ohio jammer is standing in the penalty box. That's Rika.
Nutter.
It's a pivot for Ohio and doing an amazing job at holding that jammer back. Too amazing because they are going to the penalty box, and Nutter is your lead jammer.
Oh, everyone had to stop for it. Looks like possibly a no-pack situation. Letting Bruiser come on out. Quick call off just before they make it to the pack. So a wonderful prevention of more points. Another official timeout being called by head referee technical difficulties. The clock is still broken from my horrible errors.
Let's not forget, we have two great vendors here. We have Amazing Dogs out in the parking lot, and we also have Poppin' Boba Tea over here by the merch booth. Pick up some merch. There's also some information about the boot camp for Ann Arbor that will be starting pretty shortly. Remember, if you have no idea what is going on, please ask somebody. It's okay. It's no fun to sit and wonder what's happening. It's okay. Oh, we do have sponsors. Of course, it's Novi Physical Therapy, Novi DPT. We want to know the secret behind our strength on the track. Novi DPT Physical Therapy. Their personalized care and focus on injury prevention keeps us rolling strong in Ann Arbor Roller Derby. Shout out to the amazing team for being our go-to support system.
Dr. Burns in the house. Dr. Burns has been doing roller derby for like 15 years. Does anybody know Dr. Burns in here? Because he is an amazing, amazing, amazing doctor.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that whistle, we are back on. It looks like it's Sid Monster jamming for Ann Arbor. And I can't see the jammer for Ohio, but Sid Monster threw on the inside. Picking up lead jammer for Ann Arbor Roller Derby.
Ooh,
that's
quick
rough
out
on the inside
outside
as well. Not lead for Ohio, but still eligible for scoring points. Sid Monster basically hosting a speed skating class as she comes through,
Quick call
picks
off
up
forced
4
again
easy
by
points for
Ohio.
Ann Arbor and calls it off.
If you're a nerd like me and you want to watch the fine point data, you're watching the progress of Ohio. Before, they were getting out only a little bit, forcing a call off. Now they're making it all the way to the back of the pack before the other team, Ann Arbor, has made their 4 points. So seconds matter in roller derby. A little bit more progress in the track scores points. And another official timeout to fix the clock. I'm sorry, I was in the middle of asking everyone who knows Dr. Burns in here. Because the greatest physical therapist, those of us hitting middle age and especially athletic, you get a little in the thing and it hurts. Dr. Burns fixes it all at Novi DPT Physical Therapy. Fixed me and many a derby referee and skater many a time for going on 15 years, 20 or so. On the track,
Skater Boy is
teach
your
roulette.
lead jammer from Ann Arbor doing a beautiful toe stop run on the inside line. in the pack. The star cover is off. Muffin Top tries to
Kicking
stop
out.
the Ohio Jammer Peach, but she is out and ready to score points. Skater Boy beautifully just cuts through that pack. Picks up 4 points for Ann Arbor.
Well, just as quickly as I noticed Ohio getting out quicker, what happens? Ann Arbor starts scoring points a little bit faster on that scoring pass. Right in the middle of the period, 75-10, Ann Arbor over Ohio. Raptor, Bruiser, waiting for skaters to get into their correct positions. And they're off. Push up in the front, Bruiser gets lead
is your
jam,
lead jammer for Ohio. But Raptor is out right after them and is chasing them down. Ohio is at the back of the pack. Hopefully they get to the
Bruiser
front.
going for it, call it before. Woo!
Calls it off, picking up 3
Three
points
up.
for Ohio.
Man, I gotta tell you, the risk of that play, 4 whistles and a bump, not a slam for a late hit call. What excellent execution. Sometimes you gotta go for it. Sometimes, there's a little bit of bump and rub after the whistle. It's all fine and derby. Excellent played.
Whistle blows. That is none of your business on the track for Ann Arbor. And rough edges for Ohio. None of your business and rough stuck in the back, trying to work their way through the sea of blockers. Nutter is your lead jammer for Ann Arbor roller derby. Rough has the jammer helmet cover off, looking for their pivot. Pivot now has
Star
it.
cover
That's
off.
Pound Cake trying to work her way through the Ann Arbor blockers, but it's murdered by Proxy, Cora, Slane, and Muffin Top that have completely slowed her down. Quick little juke around the outside, hit out by Murder. Nutter your business back in the pack, working hard to pick up those 4 points. Little scoot around the edge, calls it off.
Quick call off. Once again, number 125, it's Murda with the power block of the jam. A bump right at the end of the apex between 1 and 2. Jammer would have gotten out and around if it wasn't for that wonderful execution bopping to the outside.
Hi, puppy.
On the track,
It's 1,000,000 degrees.
Peach.
That's Sid
And
Monster
Sid.
on the track for Ann Arbor. Peach for Ohio. Both jammers working through. Skid Monster trying to jump on through the inside. Goes back to reset. A whistle is blown, and that is the Ohio pivot in the box. No pack is called. And Sid Monster is your lead jammer. Peach is still in the pack, trying to get around Mo Dracula. Whistle is blown. Somebody got a direction. Oh, big old hit to the outside.
Slamby living up to the name.
Beautiful. Peach Roulette is through. Not your lead jammer, but it looks like they said keep it moving. Sid moving
bump,
around.
up.
Foxy in the front.
Out and free.
Crush has got her caught. And that's Fresh AF trying to help with
Breaking
the assist.
through,
They said, we'll
Peaches.
get her next time. It's okay. Sid through. Skating last.
Pivot call in
4
the
more
play.
points for Ann Arbor roller derby.
Luca calling her
In
shots.
the
Peaches
back,
coming in
Ann
for a
Arbor
big hit.
set up.
Boom! Oh!
Beautiful.
Bump to the outside. Peaches back up, coming back through, pushing all the way back. Sid's getting drugged by those Ohio blockers, pushing up at the front. Peach Roulette pushing through the evil triangle of doom, getting stuck everywhere you turn. A little bit to the outside there, Sid, out and free. Another few in the air, let's see. It's 4 points. Knocked down again. Peaches feeling the end of the jam. Grumbles, pushing unrelentingly though. Putting up with it, looking up to the sides. Looking for a blocker, so maybe give a hand. Taking off the pass. Reaching out. Touching you. Touching me, reaching, getting that star pass. Up, it's Rika, your new jammer for Ohio, out and free themselves. Up.
There in the middle.
What a track call. Now we're going to find out. Did she cut the track as a pivot or as a jammer? Let's see, I'm looking over. I am seeing a pivot pass. Yep, pivot's going back. Stars going on the head. In the box is a jammer. Rika's gonna be coming back. 30 seconds rested. And up on the track for Ann Arbor, number 05, Skater Boy Adrian whistles off. Push, push, slide, slide. Little bit of juke here and there. Ooh, push, push. Little bump, step, step, and out and lead.
Skater Boy, you're a
Skater
lead
Boy, coming up
jammer
around.
for Ann Arbor.
Stuck
We're
in
a
the
power
opening
jam.
steps.
I missed something. Whoops.
Saying it's all you. We're giving you no help. Make it happen. Oh, here we come. Pop, pop, pop. Fizz, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is to get out, and 4 more points. Wave them high in the sky. Standing, coming back in now. Jammer cover in hand.
You're fine. You don't have to duck. You're just fine.
It's
Whistle
Rika.
is blown.
Push, push, push.
Someone is going to the box.
Get
It looks
stuck
like
in
a
the back.
multiplayer
Having to
block
get
is
drug
being
all the way
called
back.
on Cora Slane.
A little bit out of play called in the back.
Pack is struggling to be defined. We have a flurry of Ohio blockers swirling around Skater Boy. Rika is out and is now eligible
going
to
all the
score
way through.
points. But Ann Arbor has 2 blockers
that
in the
pass.
box. Sorry, Skater Boy. You gotta say see you later, boy, and keep it moving.
Ooh,
Rika
excellent
through, picking
offensive
up a
block.
couple easy points for Ohio.
Frida
Skater Boy
Kilo.
on the inside. Another 4 points for Ann Arbor. Oh, we done crossed the century mark. I missed so much in 2 seconds. Skater Boy will call it off.
I'll have to say, that was a joint effort. 4 more points in the sky for Ohio.
That's a lot.
Both Rika and Frida Kilo with the excellently precision-laid turn 4 block to the inside, to the outside, providing the inside lane for their jammer. Looks like Raptor and Bruiser up at it again. Ann Arbor, 111. Ohio Gangrene, 25 points, scooching back Ann Arbor, ready to play.
On the jammer line is Raptor and Bruiser. Raptor pushing up, Bruiser getting the pack moving forward, trying to get through. Oh, and I don't know who that is, but they're doing amazing in the front.
Way
But it's Bruiser as your lead jammer for Ohio. Raptor is out and chasing them down. Ann Arbor
getting
says,
it moving. Look at that pack go.
we have to keep our points in the front.
We don't always have to go slow. Now it turns to a battle of attrition until they stop. Wham, wham.
Woo!
Bump to the outside, quick 4, any points? Oh, I don't know.
It was still beautiful, Raptor. It
Man.
was absolutely spotless.
I'm going to pretend that there were some points scored on the outside just because it makes me feel better. It looked really good, and it was really awesome.
Timeout. Oh, it's official?
Official review. Official review being signaled by your jam timer, showing us all that they would love a hamburger.
While they're in the middle talking, I'm going to talk about Ann Arbor's after party. Please join us immediately after our last game at our new after party location, Monty's Public House, located on 1340 Packard Road, 1 mile east of Buhr Park on Packard. Monty's House has a full bar, arcade games, and a pool table. I don't know if it's tables plural or tables singular, but either way it's there. Go have fun. Yeah, track maintenance. No, but seriously, yeah, track maintenance. Nobody wants to get tangled up in the tape. We appreciate you. Shout out, Wolf. Tootie's in the middle trying to figure out what our official timeout is. Don't forget to go check out Pop and Boba Tea as well as Amazing Dogs out in the parking lot.
Looks like Ann Arbor was calling an official review looking for a potential skating out of bounds penalty on the Ohio jammer for maybe avoiding a hit. You can't get me all the way out here, but it was concluded by the officials. They were hit. They were hit outside. They didn't skate on their own volition to avoid anyone. No call stands. We're back on the track. Tech looked at me like I got it wrong. That's okay. Nobody will ever know.
5 seconds, that is none of your business.
Looks like rough and nut.
And
Yep.
rough edges for Ohio.
Rough edges, Nutter Butter
Business is
outside.
on the inside, your lead jammer for Ann Arbor. Woo! Big hit by
All
Murder
the
by
way back.
Proxy on the outside, sending that Ohio jammer back behind Eleanor
Eleanor
Roosevelt.
grabbing him back.
I think that's Derive. Yes. You don't have to duck, baby.
You're good. You're fine.
None of your business. Get in the pack, moving in the front. No pack is called. They are free to skate forward and get 4 more points for Ann Arbor Roller Derby. Star Pass was complete,
Quick
and now
Star
it is
Pass to
Pound Cake
Cake.
as your jammer for Ohio.
Rough coming in,
None of your
looking
business
boom, boom,
coming
oh,
through.
clear on
Whips
the
around
outside.
the
Quick call
outside.
off.
4 more points for Ann Arbor.
Once again, official review, official time, anything. Clock still rolling. Clock is stopped. Oh, timeout being called.
It's hot.
Thank you. Oh, it's hot. Sorry, I
Yeah,
thought
no,
you
it's
said.
just- No. It's
Another
hot.
quick announcement, please. Think of us over here announcing, if you can see us. We're like those sidewalk TikTok-y guys that are just like trying to ask people questions. You just walk past. You just walk on past. It's fine. You don't have to get low. You don't have to look around. We're just 2 people talking on the sidewalk here. You don't have to feel like we're unable to see. We can see through. Just come on through. It's all fine.
Honestly, if we miss anything important, everybody's going to go, ah, or ooh, and we'll figure it out. It's cool.
Exactly. Or maybe we'll just go on anyway.
That's also
This
possible.
timeout is brought to you by Fast Tootie's Furniture Liquidators. If you need that affordable couch, blender, microwave, or any other household goodie, feel free to reach out. Could be free or will at least be very low priced. Fast Tootie's Furniture Liquidators. Come on down. Fast Tootie's Furniture Liquidators.
5 seconds is called, and it is Sid Monster skating for Ann Arbor, and that's Peach Roulette for Ohio. Peach is moving Sid around and fighting at the back of that pack around. That's Crush, and Fresh AF pops through to the front.
Stuck in the front
No
again.
pack is called. We must reform. Oh, whistle blown for failure to reform. That's going to be someone going to the box. But the most important thing is Sid Monster is your lead jammer
Only.
for Ann Arbor. Peach is still stuck behind Fresh AF and Crush and Ope. And that other, beautiful spin
Just a
on the
little bit late
inside.
there.
Sid picking up another 4
Free
points.
to Kilo with an effective push to the inside. Grinding in, finding their way. A little bit of jammer and jammer,
Okay.
bump and rub.
Arnie, okay.
Ooh, and
Sid
out.
is through for another 4 points for Ann Arbor. Ohio giving the signal for a star pass. But Ope is doing an amazing job of staying on that pivot to make sure that can't happen. Whoop.
Oh!
Beautiful booty bump from Peach Roulette,
Power
sending
block
Sid
from the
back,
other jammer.
slowing it down just enough so that she has to work her way through.
Multiplayer block called.
Whistle is called. Fresh AF to the penalty box for Ann Arbor, but Sid is through, has picked up another 4. We do have a star pass from Ohio, and Ann Arbor is going to have to work to not get a multiplayer block holding back that pivot.
Rika pushing through, looking like they're free. Out on the outside, turn 4. Ohio out and ready. Sid still grinding through, trying to push, get 1, 2, 3, 4. Bump back to the inside with a quick call off. Foxy there to save the day and force it. I remember Foxy from 2000s.
That was a
I'm not going to date
16-point
ourselves there,
GM
number
for Ann
5.
Arbor.
But I'm just saying, it was in those early mid-aughts that we used to do this crazy stuff. I know, I'm old. Why do you think I'm not skating anymore? I fall down, hips go places that they shouldn't. Up on the track, number 05, Adrian, 1018 Bruiser. Oh,
Skater
Adrian out.
Boy is your lead jammer, literally running everybody over to get that. The helmet cover is off for Ohio as Bruiser tries to fight their way through the tough Ann Arbor pack. Skater Boy is up through. Oh, beautiful hop, skip, jump on the outside. 4 points for Ann Arbor. Looking for that star pass, and it's happened.
It comes through
That's
with Pound Cake.
taking over the star pass.
Once again,
Coming up.
receiving the star, saving the day.
Skater boy wiggling, giggling through. Here comes Pound Cake.
Just in time.
But the whistle is called. No points for Ohio. Let's see how many were picked up as the refs discuss.
Quick call. Passing the star effectively,
1 point
forcing the
picked up
call
by
off.
Skater Boy in that last little jam. 1 point before he called it off.
Exactly. 1-4-0 for Ann Arbor. 26, Ohio Gangrene. Finding the footing. Rough and Raptor.
Both jammers going to the outside line. Let's see how that works. Raptor is being pushed over there. Pops out on the out, is through. A big swing and a
Looked
miss,
like
and
Ruff
she
might have
is
been-
your lead jammer for Ann Arbor Roller Derby. Helmet cover is off from Rough Edges, looking to pass to the pivot, but Rika is all the way in the front, and Leslie Ope is all over them, keeping them back. Running along the inside line, picks up 4 points.
4 in the sky.
Rough is able to scoot around
Rough
that Ann Arbor
Edges,
blocker
back
on the
out.
inside, and is out, is eligible
Cover
to
back
score
up.
points. Beautiful sweep to the inside, and Raptor picks up another 4 points for Ann Arbor Roller Derby.
Sometimes it gets sticky in the back of the pack. Big collisions, big smashies. Again, I'm too old for this stuff.
There are 2 minutes left in this half. Current score right now is 148 Ann Arbor, 26 Ohio.
Up on the jam line, it looks like, yep, Nutter, up, and Peach. Peach Roulette, reaching out in front. Oh, Ohio lead! Coming around, still getting stuck in the middle. Up, step, Nutter out and free on their own, giving a little bit of extra time to Peach Roulette. They have to make it all the way around, pushing, shoving, 1, 2, looks like at least 3 points. Quick call off. Let's see how many more in the sky. Is it a big 4? Yes. It was a mohawk turn the wrong way for me for a moment, but yes, another full scoring pass, 4 more points. 30 for Ohio. Ann Arbor, 148, up on the track. To jam for Ann Arbor, once again, Sid and number 1018, Bruiser. Squishing down and waiting for the whisk. Woo! Boom, 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 Bruiser out in lead.
Oh, that was incredible. Bruiser is your lead jammer for Ohio.
Quick.
Sid
Almost
Monster
up.
has the helmet cover off. Quick push from Arnie. But Bruiser is through. Oh my goodness, flying. But Sid is
barely
out,
squeaks
unable
by.
to score points. But it's up, forcing Bruiser to call it.
Calling it off to save the day. Let's
4
see if
points picked up for
Bruiser,
Ohio.
another 4 points. Ohio Gangrene, 2 shutout jams in a row. 4 points, 4 points. The beginning of the momentum swing. We shall see. Up on the track, 05, Skater Boy, Adrian, and 171. Is it Rough? Rough Edges for Ohio. Timeout called.
Halftime. We are
The
at our
O's.
intermission.
The big timeout. Sir, down in front, please. Please sit down in front, please. Excuse me, sir. This is the man. This is the one who fixes all your problems. He makes the pain go away. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Burns.
Remember, during intermission, if you have no idea what is going on, please feel free to ask myself or Tootie or any
I'll
of
make
the
something
skaters
up.
who are not skating. We would love
I'll
to
make it sound
explain
good.
roller derby to you. Otherwise, we will see you back here in 14 minutes and 15 seconds.
I forgot how it works, so I might not really. Ladies and gentlemen, and all the rest of us, welcome back to roller derby. Me being loud gets Tech out of the announcer's booth. Sorry, Tech, I love you. Well, any wonderful announcements from the officials?
No, nothing.
Got Tech out.
No.
No? Okay.
He was just being nice.
Of course he's being nice. He's always nice.
Because
Tech's
refs
the
and
best.
NSOs are honestly the best.
I will honestly and genuinely tell you that technical difficulties is one of a handful of referees that made me feel very comfortable retiring because they were all better than me by the time that I left, and I knew that you felt good to leave it in good hands. Some of the best referees come from Michigan, some of the best in the world. I didn't know if you were aware. Tech is on that list.
Woo!
Give it up for the officials. All your pink and black and white striped people that make it happen.
All right, we are almost back in business. Before I forget, happy Pride Month. We totally should have kicked that off, but like, hey, this is amazing. Just a quick recap of last half. If you're new here, Ann Arbor is leading with 148. Ohio gained green with 34. It looks like we're starting with everybody on the track. Also remember, you don't need to duck or run in front of Tootie and I. We are just two people having a conversation on a sidewalk.
And
Getting started with Skater Boy and Bruiser. Jamming Skater Boy is up and out of there. He said, see you later, boy. Bruiser is out. Or not, I'm sorry, not out, but up and trying to get around Chorus Lane, murder by proxy. While Skater Boy is, no pack is called. They're forced to let him go. Skater Boy does a cute little spin around. 4 points for Ann Arbor. Ohio's pivot is going to the box. Unfortunately for that jammer, Skater Boy doing now a signature move to the inside. 4 more points for Ann Arbor.
Will be hard to complete that star pass with a pivot in the box, but stranger things have happened.
Beautiful push to the outside by Muffin Top and Eleanor Bruisabel, doing amazing at keeping that jammer back. Skater Boy is through again for another 4 points.
Ooh,
they're doing amazing at just
slip.
letting this jammer do what he needs to do. Bruiser is out and skating next to Skater Boy, eligible to score points.
Only a pass or two behind. Look up in the sky. Go for it. Oh, I tried.
Ann Arbor doing a great job at clock management, letting that jam go as long as possible before calling it off.
Get a little bit of rest. Work a little bit off.
On the jammer line right now, we have Raptor jamming for Ann Arbor. What was that? 8, 7, 6. And that's Rough Edges jamming for Ohio. Whistle was blown. Both jammers immediately jump into the pack. Rough Edges up front, working against Ann Arbor. Someone is down, but it is Raptor is your lead jammer for Ann Arbor Roller Derby.
Push and push. Rough on the outside. Rough Edges making their way through.
Rough's trying to squeak through around the inside. But that is Leslie. Oh, they're waiting. Raptor running through up the end.
Finally, it looks like it's going to happen.
Whistle called. There is no penalty.
Not seeing
but Raptor is through.
Oh, looks like it's Ann Arbor blocker 800 Terminator making their hasty entrance into the penalty box. A very wonderfully penalty light game. So much of roller derby is dependent upon keeping your skaters on the track and trying to stay within the rules to avoid being outnumbered out there.
5 seconds is called. That's none of your business. And Peach Roulette on the track as your jammers. Nutter working their way around in the back for the Ohio blockers. Multiplayer is called on somebody in the front, and it is Nutter who is your lead jammer.
2 Ann Arbor blockers in the box.
Peach Roulette is out.
It's murder.
Only 2 blockers on the track for Ann Arbor. They're going to try to hold it. Ooh,
big pop, big jump. Oh,
by Nutter
let's
before
see.
calling it off.
Looking around.
2 points are picked up by Nutter, none
2
for
in the
Ohio.
Air. Nutter coming in hot. Hitting the back of the pack with a big smack. Big double. Got a couple points out of it. 2-0 is still better than none. 171, Ann Arbor, Ohio Gangrene 34 up on the track. Sid Monster and Bruiser for Ohio. Let's see how it plays. 2 Ann Arbor still in the box. Oh, Bruiser's out!
Bruiser is your lead jammer for Ohio
Playing
Gangrene.
to
Sid
the
Monster
odds.
working her way. Ohio started this jam with a huge advantage, with Ann Arbor only having 2 blockers on the track.
Oh, big jumps! Knocked out from the mid-sky. Oh!
A
Let's
beautiful
see, any
hit,
points
but
for the
that's
left?
going to send
Oh, just
Oak to
barely
the
not.
box. 0-0 jam.
Sometimes it's time to go for it.
Official timeout
There's a
called.
timeout, looking for time in the penalty box. It looks to be confirming.
I'm going to use this official timeout to once again say thank you to our sponsor, Novi DPT. Want to know the secret behind our great strength on the track? Novi DPT Physical Therapy. Their personalized care and focus on injury prevention keeps us rolling and strong in Ann Arbor Roller Derby. Shout out to the amazing team for being our go-to support system. 5 seconds called. That is Skater Boy on the track for Ann Arbor, along with Rough Edges for Ohio. Ohio once again
Skater
starting
Boy all
at an
the way back.
advantage. No packets called, however. And
Lead jammer,
Rough Edges is your
Ohio.
lead jammer. Skater Boy, this is the first time that he's been out not getting lead jammer. Looking to the ref to see who got that penalty. It's an Ohio blocker. Skater
No
Boy
Ohio
is not
blocker
your
in the
lead
box.
jammer, but is eligible to score
Bump,
points.
bump. Calling it off, calling it off. None for Ann Arbor, 4 more for Ohio. 4-0 jam, Ohio Gangrene, 38 points to Ann Arbor's 171, clawing their way back. Still early in the second period. Finding their momentum and really smoothing their groove, seeing the hits hit and the drops plop. Let's see how it plays out. 1-1 in the box. Oh, 2-1 in the box.
Oh, quickly rejoining the pack.
Ann Arbor out.
But not before Raptor gets lead jammer for Ohio.
Leslie Oak fresh
playing
out of
some
the box
amazing
for the
defense with their blockers. Peach Roulette trying, last person to
Oh,
get by
Leslie
is
Oak with a
Oak.
big drop.
Take down, and now it's crushed.
And a big stop.
Oak and Arnie holding them back. Raptor is up, pushing through the Ohio blockers,
Foxy
trying to
and
squeeze
Blaze
around
making it
Foxy.
hard.
Ohio bringing it to a screeching halt with this beautiful tripod they've got at the front. Oak coming in to play some offense, and Ohio doing an incredible job of recycling.
Ohio
This
with
is
their
a
own-
dream team here of these Ohio blockers. We got Rika as your pivot. That's Foxy who's bridging. Oak coming up to play offense. Raptor trying to move to the outside.
Step.
And Raptor is through. Oh, that was incredible.
Raptors out.
That
Peach
was
is still
chicken
trying to
scratch
find the
and
move
Blaze
on this
it
next
of the
pass.
assist.
Oh. Bump to the inside by Chorus Lane. And Blaze, oh, with a big forceful one. Velociraptor stays on course.
The biggest way these jammers are getting through is not necessarily straight up to the middle, but the inside or the outside. That means that these blockers got to do a little bit of a better job covering the entire track
Step.
in order to keep them from going through. There are 36 seconds left in this jam, and Raptor is still going strong. The star has been passed to the Ohio pivot, Rika, who is trying to work their way through Chorus Lane. Leslie Nope and Arnie back there.
Oh!
That's
Black
a big
6-6.
hit from Crush that's going to
Crush
send her
with a
to the
big
penalty
crushing
box.
blow.
Raptor through, picking up another 4 points.
A little directional, but hey, it happens.
It's part of the territory. It comes with
Part of
it.
the game.
Raptor taking a tumble down, but with 3, 2, 1 left in this jam.
Ooh.
3 more points for Ann Arbor.
Jam called by time. Full 2 minutes.
So far, this is the biggest scoring jam of this half. Last half, I believe we got up to 24 points in one jam, which was also, I think, Raptor, too.
I believe you're correct.
I will say the Raptor does an incredible job of being consistent on these long jams and being nice and patient and taking their time while they're working through.
Absolutely.
Up on the jammer line, we have Nut of Your Business and Bruiser for Ohio. Big hit by Murder by Proxy, taking down Bruiser. And Nut of Your Business is lead jammer, Ohio, going back.
Whoa, there's the big jumper we're looking for.
Oh, what a tumble.
Is that going to be a call, disruption? Yup, that's going to be hitting a down skater, unfortunately called at the end. Bruiser coming up, scoring some points about. Oh! And Nutter is in the box on a power jam.
That
Looks
means
like it's
a
Bruiser
power
without
jam
lead.
for Ohio.
Nope,
Oh.
she's coming back in. Not a power
just kidding.
jam.
A little bit of whistle confusion, but that's okay. None of Your Business is back on the track, back to scoring points.
Nutter out.
Picking up another 4 points for Ann Arbor.
Bruiser
Bruiser
getting some help
trying to
and
find
getting
their way
stuck
through.
once again.
But Biohazard is right there and waiting. Bruiser is not your lead jammer, but is now eligible to score points. Nutter trying to find the way through these Ohio blockers. Oh my gosh.
Barely
that
inside.
outside line, it must be delicious today because that is
Bam.
the buffet that Ann Arbor
Bruiser.
jammers are going to.
Smashing in for another 2 points for Ohio.
In that jam,
Getting
we
a
have
check from the
crossed another
official. Are
century
you
mark.
okay? Yes. Yes, she is. With another few points on the board for her team. Bruiser skating back. 44 for Ohio Gangrene. What a powerhouse of a jam. Looks like Betty Leckdown from Ann Arbor bench staff is waiting patiently for a word with technical difficulty. And official timeout is called. This timeout is brought to you by Schleppers Holloway. Joshua Dono and Ann Arbor Schleppers Holloway asks you, when you think of garbage, think of Joshua Dono and Schleppers Holloway for all your dumpster needs. All the junk you can get out of your trunk. His is bigger. It's a big Isuzu NPR box truck. All your stuff goes in there and you never see it again. Schleppers Holloway. Still conversing the officials, deciding the next plan of action. An extra little breather over here. Tonight, our after party is at Monty's Public House.
I
Right
have it
down
on
the
good
street.
word that they have at least a pool table. Just one.
I heard it used to have a whole game room when it was Banfields, for those of us old enough in Ann Arbor to remember the most time capsulist sports bar at all time.
Banfield had good fried pickles. I do remember that.
It's right down the road, 3140 Packard Road, 48108. That is going to be 1 mile east of us. Right when you get out of here, do that left over the boulevard, go past the next light, which is Platt. It'll be right there on your right. Monty's Public House, the official after party of Ann Arbor Roller Derby. 201 for Ann Arbor, 44 to Ohio Green, gaining their momentum. Big power blocks coming right and left. A few more penalties in the second period, as we're wont to see. A little bit of fatigue begets a penalty if you can't execute it correctly. But sometimes it's what you need to do to get the job done. We're back on the track. Looks like Sid Monster and Roughage up on the track, ready to score some points. Splat checking the track.
Whoever has that dog, you better bring it and let me pet it. Don't bring a dog in here and don't let me pet that dog. Sid Monster is your jammer for Ann Arbor, and that's Rough Edges for Ohio Gangrene.
Sid on the inside.
Sid coming back to reset after it looks like Rika hit
with
into
a big
the
hit to the
inside.
inside,
Sid at
saving
the
the
front
day. And
trying to
Bob's
get
down
around
by
Foxy. But it's not happening. Ooh, Ruff is having a terrible time in the back, and that's against Fresh AF. Sid is your jammer, and she is your lead jammer. That's Fresh AF,
Rough Edge.
Arnie, and who is that? Crush. Dang, I'm sorry, girl, that sucks. Sid is coming back around to score points for Ann Arbor. And this is probably the slowest moving pack we've had all night. We haven't even barely made it past the pivot line. Sid picking up 4 points for Ann Arbor, and Rough Edges having a rough time getting through that wall of Ann Arbor blockers. That's doing an incredible job of recycling, moving forward, and working around their opponents. A little bit of a takedown, but Sid is back up, looking for another way through. Big push by an Ohio blocker to the outside.
Out and 4 more.
45 seconds left in this jam, and
Penalty being
Rough
called.
Edges is just now out for Ohio. That's an Ohio blocker going to the penalty box. With a look to the bench, Sid will call it off, but not before getting 4 more points for Ann Arbor roller derby.
Ohio will begin the next jam down 1 blocker with Frida Killo waiting their time to come out. Let's see how they play that lineup. Already on the track, 05, skater boy Adrian for Ann Arbor, and looks like Peaches Roulette, number 89, Ohio Gangrene. Maybe time for the power blockers, looks like it. 3-1-4 Cake is the pivot for Ohio. Let's see if they can hold it down. Still stuck in the back, no pack called.
Skater Boy is your lead jammer for Ann Arbor. Peach Roulette is still trying to work their way through. Cora, Slane, and Muffin Top skating backwards to get around Eleanor Roosevelt. May not be lead, but that was probably the best jammer exit I've seen all night. Hop, skip, and a jump from Skater Boy. He looks to the bench. He's going to call out that jam.
Look at that hand signal, folks. 3 points with a no pass, no penalty. That means you passed someone out of bounds, but then they were out of bounds too. Not a penalty, but you don't really get that point. That's why it was only 3 points. Thank you for the clear communication from your wonderful officials.
Ooh, we have a pivot line start. What?
That's
Take it back to the old days. Oh my goodness. Back in my day, we used to start at the pivot line.
Whew.
But Raptor was always lead
Works for
jammer,
Ann
so that's
Arbor.
awesome. Bruiser has a helmet cover off and is looking for their pivot to pass it to, but it looks like their pivot is busy in the front. Sorry, can't talk right now. I'm busy with Leslie Ope, and they're doing an excellent job. Bruiser
quick hop
running up that
to
inside
the outside.
line. And Ann Arbor doing a beautiful wave of offense. Oh my goodness.
Quick call off as well. Wow, starting it all the way up at the pivot line.
I know. I
Foxy
feel like an
Force
old
5,
lady.
that's our old days.
Somebody bring my walker out so I can tell you about the old days of roller derby.
Honestly, the jammers used to have to skate all the way to the blockers.
Back when there was a bunch of whistles and we had poodling and a whole bunch of
man.
stuff. And it was a lot faster. That's why I didn't want to jam anymore. I didn't want to race.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have time for that,
Of course.
nor the endurance.
Oh, slide to the side. Noda gives a little bump and finds their spot. Up to the front, maybe it's lead. Yes, lead for Ann Arbor. Still stuck in the pack.
Stop
Rough
it.
Edges takes their cover off. Looking around to find the edge. Getting some offense, but Murder's not helping it at all. Right in the back, Nutter popping in for 1, 2-ish points at this point, and a pop to the ground for the pivot.
Nutter your business. You're good. Nutter your business is working their way through. One more blocker to get around, and it's
Hardcore,
back
doing a
up,
great
picking
job.
up 3 points with a no pass, no penalty, while Rough Edges is still stuck inside of that pack, being held back by Eleanor Roosevelt, Muffin Top, and Murder by Proxy. Rough Edges finally getting through, not your lead jammer, but is eligible to score points.
Bio and Muffin look like they're waiting for
I don't
their
know what they
trap to
said, but it
play.
sounded
Quick
important
call.
because Nutter is through, called out the jam, picked up 3 points for Ann Arbor. .5 seconds being called.
Quick
Official timeout. Psych, JK, JK, LOL. Last minute official timeout called. Thank you, Splat, for the spin. Yeah.
We're being live streamed somewhere on the internet today.
Hi, Mom.
I don't think I've said a bad word yet. Somebody can tell me if I made a oopsie, but we should be good.
What?
Coming up next, who's the teams? Ann Arbor versus Ohio again?
No, it's Ohio. It's Ann Arbor versus Quad City.
That's what I thought. Thank you. Quad City. Quad City is warming up.
Quad means
That's them
4.
out there running.
Quad is 4.
Quad means 4. As opposed to Tri-County.
Yes, as opposed to dose, which is 2.
I thought it was bi. Bi, tri, quad. I haven't been to Blimpie Burgers in a while. Speaking of Blimpie Burgers and greasy food, there's some excellent hot dogs happening outside. I'm gonna have to go steal one after this period. If this official review is wrapping up, it looks like it.
With that whistle, we are back on from that impromptu official timeout. 5 seconds is called, and that's Sid Monster
And Peaches
next
from
to
Ohio.
Peach Roulette on the jam line. We have a nice thick,
Push,
like a
push.
milkshake pack that's moving up. That's thick with 2 C's as the entire package
Leslie
is
Oak.
moving. Peach Roulette is your lead jammer
Peaches
for
out in the lead.
Ohio
Ohio.
Roller Derby. Sid Monster is stuck behind Rika and Foxy, but
Oh,
crushed through to play some beautiful offense. Peach hits the back of that pad hard. Mo Dracula and waiting for them, but that's Crush
Cobbs and
pushing them to
Leslie.
the outside.
Ooh.
Whistle is called, and 1 point picked up for Ohio.
1 point, come on the board, better than none.
1 point picked up by Sid Monster. All right.
Look like Cobbs and Ope really holding up the evil line to get past. We're gonna bridge this like you've never worried about before. But still 1 point scored. Bruiser for Ohio versus Adrian Skaterboy Ann Arbor. Timeout called, the last second. Approaching the penalty officials, looking for a quick check on points, it looks like, as they speak to the jammer referee and pointing to the scoreboard. I am merely assuming, but
Hey, Sarita.
probably right.
With this timeout, I also want to say thank you to our volunteer EMTs who are sitting over by the Ann Arbor bench right now. We actually cannot run about without them, so thank you so much for being here and donating your time in the heat for us.
Betty joking around with the officials, as she is one often herself. Waiting to hear back. Is everything correct about some points? Let's see any points discrepancy being counted. Still looking and chatting. I know there's an adorable dog distracting all the officials. Nice job. We're back on track. Don't look at that dog anymore. I don't see any points changing. Looks like all is right in the world. Betty returning to the bench. On the line, 05 Skater Boy Adrian versus 1018 Bruiser, Ohio. Penalty box is clear. And they're off. Push, push, quick drop, back up. Few extra steps, making it out. Big lead, Ohio. Bruiser with Skater Boy half a lap behind. Time to get a few more on the board. The pack slowly goes whoop, right up into Murder. That is, goal!
Nice.
Bold choice. Wow, I've got half a lap to score points.
For Ohio.
I'm gonna pick Murder by Proxy as the one I hit first. Well, it worked out. You go for the big one first, maybe all the rest will drop. 4 points for Ohio. Amazingly played. That's how we make a quick extra few points. A few more of those, we're back in the game over here. Up on the line, Raptor and Rough Edge. Pop to the back, Rough Edge finding their way, getting squoze. Derive and Crush, making it not easy at all.
Raptor is your lead jammer for Ann Arbor Roller Derby. Rough Edges has taken off that helmet cover, but didn't need to because they are through on the inside for Ohio Gangrene. Raptor coming up fast, meeting Foxy's back with a push and a tap of the hips, calling off that jam, picking up a quick 4
with a little
points
assist
for Ann
back
Arbor
onto
Roller
your
Derby.
feet. Why don't you go ahead and call it off now? They're laughing about it.
All right, Queso, what do you have to say?
236
Anything?
to 49.
Queso.
Ann Arbor over Ohio Gangrene.
What is that? Here, smell it. It's okay.
Up on the line, Nutter versus Peaches. This lineup always makes me think of a wonderful pastry.
Not petrified of a microphone.
And they're off.
She's like, don't touch me no more.
Oh, step, Nutter out in lead. Peaches pulling the cover off, getting stuck in the back, still haven't made it out of the first straightaway.
That's me.
Nutter coming up.
All day, every day.
Wanting some points of their own. Pop, pop, pop. Few steps, staying in bounds, looking like lots of points. Big 4 in the sky. Peaches still struggling, trying to get past Cora. Getting stuck past quite a few. Bio making it not easy at all. Just leaning in, always rough. Muffin Top guiding and directing as pivot. Another score pass. Distracting everyone else. Nutter gets through. Receiving the star is Pound Cake 314. Fresh set of legs. Coming in hot. Let's see what happens. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Looks like an extra 3 for Ohio. 4 more for Ann Arbor.
Beautiful lesson in continuing to skate until the whistle blows, no matter what you think the other team is doing, because you might be able to sneak some points. We have 10 minutes left in this half of our first game of the night of this doubleheader. That's Bruiser jamming for Ohio, Sid Monster for Ann Arbor. Sid Monster taking a reset and on that inside
right
line.
through the inside.
Is your lead jammer. Bruiser trying to work their way through. But it's Terminator who's bringing them back to reset. Sid Monster back at the front. Fresh
Hardcore
AF playing
them
some
back.
beautiful offense, and Sid hooks up an easy 4 points for Ann Arbor. Bruiser bursting through the inside. They may not be your lead jammer, but they are eligible to score points. Sid through on the outside.
Quick
Foxy chasing her
slice
down.
of the line.
And a beautiful one-legged call off with 4 more points for Ann Arbor.
Sometimes you just find that perfect slice into the established wall waiting for you. You gotta hit the right angle, the right skater, the right part of the track. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Up on the track, 05, skater boy Adrian, and 671, Rough Edges from Ohio. Full cast on the track. Still kept to the back, Rough. Adrian punching their way through. Step, 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 little bop to the outside, maybe. Still stuck in the back, Rough. No help, no pack called. Saved by Frida Killo.
Skater
Blocking.
boy is out, and he is your lead jammer for Ann Arbor. Rough Edges taking off that helmet cover, is through, is not your
Direction
lead,
being
but
called.
eligible to score points. That's an Ohio blocker going to the box on a penalty. Skater boy bursting through the inside, gets a call from his bench. We're gonna keep it moving, so buckle up. We're here for a long
quick
time.
step.
Beautiful hit to the outside by Derive with the assistance of Cora Slane.
That was your power block.
Resetting in the back. Whoa, Skater boy once again.
Oh!
Forearm penalty
Forearm
called
called.
on the Ohio blocker that may
Ohio
have
pivot in the box.
assisted Skater boy to the ground.
Chicken in the box, standing, waiting to be released. Ann Arbor pivot on the way to the box. It's pandemonium.
Rough Edges is through, has scored 4 points for Ohio, but Ann Arbor says, we doing this thing, buckle up.
Coming in hot. Pop,
Ooh,
drive.
nice, they're
pop,
in front of us
Eleanor,
this time.
Cora
Cora Slane, beautiful hit out and drawback. There's a penalty called. Everybody froze.
Another 4 for
Ohio
each.
blocker to the box. 4 and 4 for Skater Boy and
Last 30 seconds
Rough
of this jam.
Edges. 2
Push,
to
push,
3
no back
pack advantage
calls.
for Ann Arbor. Skater Boy picking up an easy 4 points. Another whistle, another penalty, a direction of gameplay
being called.
for Derive. Muffin playing some beautiful offense, helping Skater Boy get through, score another 4 points. We got 5 seconds
Rough
left in
feeling
this
the
jam.
burn.
Let's see if he can get any more. He's bound and determined with that tongue waggle.
That's the jam.
little, too late.
Wow, full 2-minute jam. Never called off by Ann Arbor.
This is the highest scoring
Make some
jam.
noise. Wow. The endurance to just push through. 54 minutes into the game for a full 2-minute jam. You see the penalty boxes filling up. Things start to get a little bit sloppier the later and more exhausted you get.
So far, that last jam was the highest scoring jam. Skater Boy bringing in 24 points for Ann Arbor. The whistle has blown and Raptor and Peach back on the track, both of them having to recycle to the back. Ohio with a pack advantage right now.
Out lead.
And Peach is out, but Raptor is right on their tail. This is a beautiful.
race.
Let's see what's going to happen.
Who's in front, who's in back,
telling
going for
what?
it.
Peaches hits the back of the pack. Raptor is out through 4 points for Ann
Raptor's
Arbor
out.
roller
Peach
derby.
is stuck.
Peach is stuck behind a beautiful 3-wall in the back.
Woo!
With the sound to the bench, they tell her to call it off.
Quick call. 2 more points, Ohio.
Official review being called by Ohio.
Hamburger. Official review.
If you're here for Ohio, can you make some noise, please? If you're here for Ann Arbor, can you make some noise, please? If you're here for Quad City, can you make some noise, please?
Woo!
And if you're here for
We're
Ann
here
Arbor
for you.
again, one more time, make some noise.
Yeah!
Like, let's state the obvious. It's hot, but like, are we having fun? I'm not convinced. Are we having fun? Okay, cool, me too. I didn't want to be the only one. We have about 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in this game. Next game is going to be Ann Arbor Roller Derby versus Quad City Roller Derby, which is bound to be a lot of fun. Once again, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask your neighbor, ask myself or Tootie. There is somebody walking around with "Ask me about roller derby" sign. And everybody here is more than happy to answer all your questions. If you're curious about when the next boot camp is starting and you think, you know what, I think I want to do this too, head over to the merch booth. They will be more than happy to give you more information. But also, roller derby is not just about the skaters. If you don't think you could play because maybe you need your hands because you're a surgeon, you can also officiate. We'll teach you how to skate. You could also be an NSO, one of the people in the pink shirts. We'll teach you how to do that too.
Oh my goodness, Ohio official review looking for a back block on the Ann Arbor Jammer. Number 7-4 Raptor. They are deemed to be correct. Number 7-4, the black blocker from Ann Arbor, will begin in the penalty box. Ohio will retain their review and can ask for them to fix something again later should they need to. Starting off in a power jam, 1018, the Bruiser from Ohio living up to the name.
This is Ohio's first power jam of the evening. Unfortunately, it's going to be a 4-4 pack advantage, but that's okay.
Gonna be grueling, gonna be amazing. Let's see what happens.
I'm
Risky play. We'll see how it plays out for Ohio. I don't know. You don't always want to get the other jammer in the box.
What did you say to me? I couldn't hear you.
I said risky play. You don't always want the other jammer in the box.
Oh.
Actually, no. You actually always want the other jammer in the box. That's
Yeah.
exactly where you want them.
No,
if
no,
you
no,
have
like,
an official review
It
to
is a
get the
good
jammer in
thing.
the box,
It's fine.
that's a good thing.
The good news, too, is since Ohio won their official review, that means they get to keep it and use it again if they so choose.
You can be right a number of times. If I was still an official, I might know the answer to that. Maybe they can get to be right a million times, maybe just once. Who cares? They were right this time. Getting a few I's dotted and T's crossed before we're back on. That's the get ready whistle. There's 5, and they are. 3, 2, little movement. Bruiser's off. Pop, pop, fizz, fizz.
Found a little pinch between Eleanor Roosevelt and Murder by Proxy. Ohio coming up to play a nice wave of offense, but Ann Arbor is doing an amazing job of recycling and closing in on Bruiser.
The spinning triangle of doom.
Not just half,
And the
but
head of the
skills.
triangle is
Ew.
Murder. Not a fun place to be. Bruiser still finding and squishing her way
Beautiful
through.
two-person blocking by Murder by Proxy and Cora Slane. If
Strung
we could
out
just get
back,
a butt
Raptor in from
on
the
that
box.
jammer, you'd be so good. Raptor is out of the box,
Cora
meaning this power jam
and
is
Murder.
over. And both jammers are eligible for
And she's
lead.
out.
But Bruiser did get lead jammer, but
Ooh.
Raptor is out right behind them.
5 seconds before.
Ann Arbor goes to the front to try to protect their points.
Looking to be taken off.
Bruiser
Quick call.
calls it off before they reach the pack, since their team was in the back
0-0
and Raptor was
jam.
right on their tail.
Starting to get rough out here. Coming back in on the track. It's rough edges. And Nutter. Full blocker assembly. Cobbs. Ope. Who else do I see? Chicken.
That's none of your business.
Boom, boom,
jamming
boom.
for Ann Arbor. They've pushed to the front, and they
Nutter
are
on
your
lead.
lead jammer. Rough Edges is in the back with Ohio has the star cover off, looking for their pivot, desperately saying, please take this. There is a penalty called, and that's Leslie Ope going to the penalty box. None of your business, push to the inside, having to reset.
Oh,
And once again, we have a nice,
juke.
beautiful, slow controlled pack that's right off the pivot line with a push from Mo Dracula. Nutter Your Business is through for 4 points. Ooh,
Oh, Cobbs with a big
big
pop.
hit from Mo Dracula.
Slow to get up there, rough edges, back up on top, pushing their way through.
Nutter hopping to
Bump
the
to the
outside,
outside.
almost made it around, but is forced to reset back into the throes of the pack. Back through, and 4 more points for Ann Arbor. That pivot in the back is looking for some, that jammer in the back is looking for some help for their pivot. Unfortunately, they can't even get there.
Black blocker to the
Push to
box.
the-
Gonna
back to
be
the outside by the
3 on the
Ohio
track
pivot.
now.
Ann Arbor really doing an
Over the
incredible
wall.
job
Oh.
of just recycling and staying on that jammer.
Terminator, pop to the outside.
Mo Dracula trying to get some
Chicken
offense
making
going
it
for
hard
Nutter.
with Riker.
Nutter getting caught up behind this 4 wall.
Rico.
Ann Arbor doing excellent with this
Ooh,
2-person
pop, pop.
dynamo of Arnie and Leslie. Oh my
Looks like a solid note.
gracious. And with that, Rook Jam is called off.
White blocker to the box. Little bit of a break, taking some breathers. The clock's still ticking, but maybe in a timeout happening. Oh, yeah, it's a timeout. This timeout again brought to you by Novi DPT Physical Therapy. Dr. Burns has been like another part of the sport coming to so many different tournaments. All of us officials used to, well, I used to, they still do, travel all around to help support roller derby. And then sometimes you get a very dedicated physical therapist or other support staff that wants to just come on out on their own dime. Dr. Burns has been that and has been making and helping teams feel better and win. Dr. Burns at Novi DPT. Best physical therapy. I'm not just an announcer talking about it, I have been rubbed by him. Up on the track, Peaches and Sid. One white blocker in the box, jams off.
Sid Monster is out at the front of the pack and is
Big
your jammer
spill.
for Ann Arbor. After a quick tumble, she is your
Muffin
lead
pushing it back.
jammer. Peach whipping around the outside, trying to get through Ann Arbor. There's whistles.
called?
Everybody's trying to figure out who it is. It is murder by proxy to the penalty box. Derive and Muffin Top doing an excellent job of pushing Peach all the way to the back. Sid Monster coming to a staggering stop between Honey Badger, Pie, and Blaze It. No pack
hold
being
him
called,
down,
meaning they have to let them go. Sid is through for 4 points.
Out of play called
Star pass
on
complete.
a black blocker.
Pound
That's
Cake
2
is
in the
now
box
your jammer
now.
for Ohio.
Only 2 on the track for Ann Arbor. Still get by
There's a
easily with
2-4
4.
pack
There's
advantage
another
for
2 for
Ohio.
Pound Cake.
And Ohio plans to take great use of it. Murder by
Murder
proxy
back on
is
the
out of the
track.
box.
Setting up a
Sid
play.
is like, please go be my battery.
Coming in
ram.
hot
Thank you.
against Fritakillo, knocking him down.
But
Murder
in the
wants some
chaos,
more. She's getting
Pound
some more.
Cake is through.
Pound Cake through. Big 4. Fought for it. Now neck and neck. Push to the front. Stopping at the beginning of turn 1. White in back. Little punch. Full chorus now. All blockers on the track. Getting pushed back. Pound Cake. Slow return. Getting back in. Penalty being called. See who's leaving. Both jammers still stuck in the monstrosity of a pack, and one is, oh my goodness, almost out, and calling it off. Oh my goodness, Sid. Almost through, a few more points, 4 more Ann Arbor, and 2 more Ohio. Gangrene. That's a total of 10 points. Ohio, 76 on the board to Ann Arbor, 316. Only a little bit left in the game, folks. Let's see how it all plays up.
5
Whistles
seconds,
off.
we have Skater Boy and
Oh,
Bruiser
big drop.
jamming. Bruiser starting backwards, trying
Adrian
to shake
out.
it up, but Skater Boy
Bruiser
is
pulled
your
off.
lead jammer for Ann Arbor. Bruiser has the helmet cover off, saying, Rika, please take this. I don't want to do this anymore. But too bad, because Skater Boy is back up and through.
Tricker with the assist.
Bruiser is
Bruiser out.
and is eligible to score points for Ohio.
See how they race
the
it.
bench saying, keep it moving, let's do this. Skater
Could be
Boy,
the game
whoops,
changer.
skating
Pushing through.
and
Both
there's
up. Oh,
Bruiser.
big drop.
Big old hit from
Oh.
Leslie Ope, and Ope sent Bruiser to the ground.
Leslie, nope.
Bruiser has a big old smile on their face as they have to reset. Skater Boy coming through, hitting into Blaze It, working his way through, and he is out. 4 more points for Ann Arbor.
Little help back here.
So it looks like Ohio and Ann
Cobb's
Arbor are
just
having a
sitting down, taking
splendid
care
time
of,
on the
getting
track.
stuck now.
Skater Boy
Terminator
working his
not
way
putting
through
up
the
with any
back.
of it. Give him the squeeze. Get the squeeze in there.
This is the most polite
With
jam I've ever
fresh
heard.
AF. Wow. Rika putting up high fives. Bruiser, Blaze, Cobbs, hugs and high fives all around. What an amazing finish. Really pushing through. That's some camaraderie. They don't even want to leave the track yet. They want to make sure they all get a high five. A little bit of noise for all that. My goodness. That was amazing. Please go right ahead for that standing ovation. It was well worth it. I appreciate everybody getting up. That was awesome. Waiting for the official score. What a rough, grueling pounding in the heat. All the camaraderie and love from the sport. Everybody having a great time. What a way to kick off the season.
I mean, honestly.
Man. Gee, folks. I can't always
And
promise
with
it's going
that
to be that
whistle,
great.
that is it.
The
You
official
may now
score.
approach the track. Our official score is Ann Arbor 331 to Ohio Gangrene 84.
Amazing. Woohoo! Nice, thank you. And cheer from Ohio, doing their lap of victory. High five. One more time, Ann Arbor Roller Derby. Bringing a win home. But an amazing, amazing smash 'em up, grinding. Man, it's hard that first game out of the off season, and even worse in 85-degree weather. Next team is already on the floor. All the fives, and give it up for Ohio Gangrene. Thank you all so much for coming out and putting it up amazingly. What a great first game. You guys really helped out with making our entire season start off on such a high point. Great pounding, great scoring, giving it all to the last second. We'll see you in 20 minutes or so. Back out here, Ann Arbor versus Quad City.